Hello and welcome back to the next video of my PLC Basic course. Today I want to show you how you can save some money. We will be focusing on the important topic of simulation. By now it should be clear that PLC programming is an amazing skill. Unfortunately, PLC hardware is very expensive. This often becomes a major problem for beginners. Not everyone has the resources to build a real training system like the one you see in my videos. Or maybe you simply don't want to spend your hard-earned money on a small PLC controller. I totally get it, and that's why I'm going to show you another option now. In this video we will create a virtual PLC on our computer where you can simulate your programs so you don't have to spend money on hardware. Let's get started. To create a simulated PLC on your computer, we need additional software. This software is called PLCSIM and is also from Siemens. PLCSIM comes in two versions, Basic and Advanced. The differences are easy to explain. With the basic version you can simulate S7-1200 and S7-1500 controllers. The advanced version only works with S7-1500 controllers. However, PLCSIM Advanced allows you to communicate beyond the boundaries of your computer. It offers advanced functions that let you transform your PC into a real PLC. Because of these features, PLCSIM Advanced is not for free. PLCSIM Basic is perfect for training purposes or testing your programs before commissioning. The software cannot communicate beyond the computer, but PLCSIM Basic is free of charge if you already own a license for the TIA portal. In this video we will not focus on PLCSIM Advanced. We will save that for a future course. Instead, I will show you how to use the basic version of PLCSIM to learn practical PLC programming. Let's go! To learn PLC programming, the TIA portal is a must. You can use the free trial versions or purchase a full version. We have already discussed this topic in a previous video. PLCSIM allows you to create a virtual PLC on your computer. You can transfer your project to it and test your program. This software is free to download and no separate license is required. However, you do need the TI portal to load your program into the simulated controller. Next I will show you where to download PLCSIM. For this we will visit a website you might have heard of. It is called Google. The easiest way to find the desired version of PLCSIM is to use a simple Google search. Just type in TIA portal trial download followed by the version you need. For this course I'm using TIA version 19. Most of the time, the first link will take you directly to the Siemens industry support page. Here you can download the free trial version of the TI portal. I've already shown you this in a previous video. You will also find PLCSIM here. Just scroll all the way down. It doesn't matter which version of PLCSIM you are looking for, you will always find it by using the method I just showed. Google is one of PLC programmers' best friends. But of course, I have prepared all the links for you under this video. Now please click here to download PLCSIM. In the next step, you will need to log in. If you don't have a Siemens account yet, you will need to register first. Here is an important note. PLCs can also be used for illegal activities like building nuclear weapons or enriching uranium. Because PLCSIM could potentially be used for such purposes, the software is subject to export restrictions. This means not everyone is allowed to download it. You will need to submit a request first. Unfortunately, after you have sent your registration inquiry, it may take several days until you are able to download PLCSIM. But it is how it is. The good thing is that you only have to do this registration once in your lifetime. Once the request has been confirmed by email, you can start the download again. Next, Siemens will require some additional information from you. After that, you can finally download PLC SIM. Once the file has been downloaded, you can extract it and start the installation. I am sure you will be able to do that without my help. We have now installed PLC SIM on our computer. Depending on the version you're using, the software design may be different. In TIA version 16 and 17, PLC SIM looks like this. In TIA version 18, 19 and 20, it looks more like this. But please don't panic. I have divided this video into two parts. First, I will show you PLC SIM in TIA version 19 and then in TIA version 17. This way, everyone should be able to simulate a program. Let's get started. Thank you so much for learning PLC programming with me. If you want to take your skills to the next level, visit my website. Join my full online course and start your journey as a PLC programmer. I would love to have you on board. I am now in TIA version 19 and I have opened the project from the previous videos. If you want to test your program without using a real PLC, simply select the CPU and click on Start Simulation. PLC SIM will open automatically and create a virtual PLC for you. You will find it in the tab Instances. Our controller is currently in start mode. We can't start it yet because there is no project loaded into the PLC. Just like with a real PLC, we first need to download the program. To do this, minimize PLC SIM. The TI portal is already trying to connect to PLC SIM. To allow this, click on Connect. Your project will be compiled automatically. If there are no errors, you can transfer it to the simulated PLC. Now we can go online and monitor our program live. The program is still grayed out, which isn't surprising because our virtual PLC is still in stop mode. Now it's time to start the device. We have now downloaded the project to the simulated PLC and are observing the program live in run mode. In the next step, I will show you how to change status of your input signals. In the tab Simulation, we can create a so-called SIM table. I will now enter the input of our push button into the SIM table. After that, we will be able to simulate this value. By clicking on the play button, the SIM table is activated. Now we can change the value of the input and observe how it impacts the program. If you don't want to invest in a training system like this one, PLC SIM is a great way to train practically. We will be exploring the software in more detail during the course, but for now you should be fine with the basics. Alright everyone, we have now taken a look at PLC SIM version 19. If you are still working with an older version of the TI portal, no problem. Now I will show you the same with PLC SIM version 17. I've created the exact same program in TI version 17. We will now simulate this project. Again, click on the CPU and then on Start Simulation. The virtual PLC looks a bit different here, but the basic functionality is almost the same. We still need to transfer the project to the simulated PLC first. Now we can start our controller and observe the program live. To change the input signal, we need to switch to the project view in PLC SIM. This can sometimes take a moment. First, I create a new project. In this project, just like in TIA version 19, we will find a SIM table. I will now enter our input into the SIM table. Using this table, we can change the input value and test our program. Now you're also able to simulate the PLC in an older version of the TI portal. Congratulations! Alright everyone, we now know that it is not necessary to buy expensive hardware if you want to learn PLC programming. A great alternative is a combination of TI portal and PLC SIM. But to be honest, there is an even more effective way for hands-on training. In the next video, I will show you a program that can transform your computer into a perfect PLC training system. I am really excited to introduce you to this amazing tool. See you soon. Thank you so much for watching. If you're excited to dive deeper into PLC programming, visit my website at plccoach.com. See you in the next video.